Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Dreamstruck. We are so glad that you're spending the evening with us. 30 minutes of your time is absolutely going to be beneficial for your business, especially tonight. We are continuing the party booking topic. I don't know about the other panelists, but I received a lot of rave reviews from our Dreamstruck last week because it actually wasn't us talking. It was all of you, many of you that were talking and sharing the success stories that you've had with booking with your parties recently, team members joining, high PRV, new customers and so forth. So tonight, there were questions that came back to us to say, how do you actually book the party? Like, how do you get there? And so we thought to ourselves, we all have parties, online, home, basket parties, but what better input than from you? So tonight we actually are going to have some of you speak with us tonight and share how you're currently booking your parties. So before we get into that, Kelly, do you want to update us a little bit, just give us a little snippet about World Tour? I know we have some new folks here that are like, what is it? Why should I go?
Sure.
Yeah.
So you guys, World Tour is an event, and since he does an event, I would say it's every 6 months-ish about. They have changed the dates for reunions. So sometimes it's 5 months, sometimes it's 6 months, but midway through the year, sometimes usually after Christmas, we need a little bit more we'll call it Sensi spirit, because we're drained. Like, we are in our busiest season ever right now. And what happens when you use all your energy up? You feel exhausted afterwards, right? So after Christmas, everybody needs a little umph, and Sensi finds a way to get us all together in multiple locations across the world, not just the United States, but if you live in a different region, there is options for you available. They try to make it accessible so that you can go, I don't know what the furthest and the closest distance is, but there's usually somewhere that you can drive to within at least a couple of hours. And I believe, Teresa, do you know the cost on it?
Oh gosh, I want to say Emily might have Canadian, the Canadian amount, but I want to say I paid $78, and I want to say for the guest, it was like $26. Bring a guest.
They've done different things in the past where sometimes they give you your business supplies, sometimes they ship them to your house. They do all-day training. It is an all-day training event that is included. You will see some people from corporate office. Usually 2 to 3 people from corporate get to attend. You never know who you're going to get, so that's kind of a fun surprise. Sometimes maybe you'll see your superstar director if they're in that area, or maybe you won't. Maybe you'll see some other ones. Maybe you'll see a bunch of your teammates there and you get to bond together and have lunch and share ideas. But the most important part is you're getting this all-day training where you're going to get brand new ideas from consultants, maybe just like you. It isn't always hire leaders. I always think the best leaders or the best trainers are people that really you don't hear a lot from. I just did a training group with some people, and I learned a lot from somebody who did not have a higher title. And that just goes to show you that it doesn't matter what your title is, that you can learn from anybody. So these events are what get me completely excited. I don't miss one because you hear us say this a million times, those that show up go up, and you want to get in touch with your teams, and not only just your teams, but people in your community. So all the people in this community come together and you can meet new people.
Okay.
And some of them may be sold out. We are checking on that, and we can probably get back to you by the end of the call, unless they got back to you, Teresa.
Yes, actually, I did reach out to customer service. That's what I was doing right before Dreamstruck. And they normally have a running list of sold out locations. And right now, since it just launched a week ago, they don't have that list. But my understanding unofficially is that Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina is in fact sold out. Why are we sharing this? We're sharing this because any of the sites can sell out. You'll notice this year we don't have as many sites. And that is just to bring more people together in bigger locations. So I know many of us are waiting for payday, or I've already registered, but some are waiting for payday to register. Just know it can sell out before then, but if that's what you're waiting for, do that as soon as possible, because I don't want you to be disappointed. So That's World Tour, and we hope to see you at a location nearby. All right. Now, I wanted to talk about the topic of the night, and that is party conversations. How do you go about actually getting someone to book a party? I can tell you right now that I'm excited. This month we have the party booking host exclusive where you can get actually, Emily, do you mind sharing what we can get? And if it's going to be available for the whole month?
Absolutely. So this month, when someone hosts a party, if it's $350 US or $465 Canadian, you get a free gingerbread mini warmer. And that's sent by Scentsy. No cost to you as the consultant. They just send it out with the party on your behalf. If the party reaches $500 US or $665 Canadian, then not only do they get the gingerbread mini warmer, but they also get that beautiful blanket. We kind of briefly touched on that last week a little bit. So again, as long as the party orders, as long as the parties are open between November 1st and closed by November 30th, then they qualify if they meet that party sale minimum. Now, it doesn't have to be PRV because it would be, I believe, based on because remember, your host based has to reach that amount. It's not so much the PRV. So if somebody orders a whiff box or a Disney item, the host is still getting credit for whatever the retail cost is. So that's kind of a really nice provision. Now, things are always subject to change. Things do sell out. If we rock this incentive, will we continue to get the gingerbread mini or that particular blanket? No. But does Scentsy always go over and above for us? Yes, they do. So we might end up getting a mug. We might end up getting a different kind of blanket. It's hard to say, but we just keep watch on your news tabs just in case there is a sellout, because this is the busiest time of year. So it is likely that these things will sell out because they are definitely things that people want. So this is in addition to all of the host rewards. And I have to say, I think it's pretty awesome personally. My sister is a consultant for another direct sales company, and she was showing me, because I just recently had, I put in some orders with her for some stuff that I wanted, and I had collected some outside orders. And she goes, "Oh, hey, you can get this, you can totally get this toast exclusive." And I'm like, "Oh, sweet, what is it?" And it's totally lame, and I have to pay for it. I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't even want this." The only thing is that if I choose to wait, their host rewards are cool. As long as I have it, I can carry it into the next month, but that's neither here nor there. I have to pay for it. So it's not, Scentsy is really just that much better in my opinion. So just keep working with your hosts and, show them what little extras they can get. And I'm sure that they'll push that little bit extra to get there.
So Kelly's over here laughing and I'm laughing too. So I want to just put a disclaimer out here. What happens on Dreamstruck stays on Dreamstruck. Don't any of y'all go back to Emily's sister and tell her company host exclusive sucks and that it's lame. Don't do that. We're going to know you told. We're going to know it came from here. So, okay. Yeah. What was I going to say about that? Last year in October, we had the host exclusive and it sold out quickly because Scentsy allowed us to carry parties over from September. So you'll see that it's lasting much longer than what it did last year, but it is projected to sell out and there may be some changes. So be on top of that and just be prepared and let your teams know. All right, let's get on to the golden nuggets. I want Debbie, if you don't mind, Debbie Pitts-Palmer, do you mind introducing your team member that's going to share with us tonight about the conversations she has to book parties?
Absolutely. Hi, guys. How's it going? Yes, Bbritney is awesome. It's Bbritney Sattler, and Bbritney joined Scentsy 10 years ago. She's a reinstated consultant, came back in March. She's a lead. She has a team of 11, and she just completed the Rise to Success. So she's ready. Bbritney, are you on?
Oh yeah, just unmute yourself and you're good.
Sorry. Hi, I'm here. Sorry, I was muted. Hey guys, is everybody, can you hear me? Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me. I just was talking earlier to everybody that was on my team, and I was sharing with Debbie and them some things that I was doing to get some home parties booked. And I already have one home party booked, and I really, really, really love the idea of the sip and sniff. I don't know if anybody else has heard of the sip and sniff, but I really, really, really love that idea. So I had made my own flyer on Canva, and I had printed it out actually because I wanted to put it inside of a product sheet. So I made actually, so I made my flyer, and I made it, and I put just, just sort of like invite a few friends, and I put like, enjoy a glass of wine / coffee, because some people don't like to drink, and some munchies while I shared the latest fragrances Scentsy has to offer, and then put my info on it with my picture actually, so people could see my face. And then I actually reached out to the people that I know that cut hair. Me and my husband actually were having this idea that our local hairstylists that have, that could set out these baskets that I made. So I put these little flyers inside the product sheet with these little samples and just a little bit of like sort of Christmassy themed. And then, with the flyer that's got the info saying, hey, contact me for a sip and sniff. I don't know about you guys, but I am a special needs mom. I don't get out a lot. I don't get out ever. I don't meet a lot of people, and it's really hard for me. So I am always looking for new ideas to get my name out there to new customers. And I really think in-home parties are just such a good way to build relationships. And I want to be able to have, even if it's a one-on-one, relaxed sort of themed party, can even, making new connections. It's all about that. So that's what I'm doing.
So I think that is awesome. Yes, I know for a fact we have many special needs mamas on here, and even dads. And I love the beauty of this business is that it doesn't have to prohibit you from, still having a career, even if you're homebound, right? When
Right.
you do sip and sniffs, I love those little packets that you made. And I don't know what it is about hairdressers and hospitals and doctors' offices, but they go crazy over Scentsy. But the sip and sniffs, do you open up your home, or do you go to their home when they agree to have the party?
Okay, so the one I have booked so far this month, I have at this is sort of a venue. So we're doing it at the venue that this lady who actually it's kind of crazy because she usually has like weddings and parties and birthdays there. Sort of a country feel kind of place, and she usually charges people to, she does like a local business highlight once a month, and she usually charges them to do like a spotlight of their business and all that stuff. And so I was like, well, I'm broke right now, so I can't really do that. So I was thinking of ideas like, how can I pitch this to her where she might want to sort of collaborate with me. So I actually went up to her during her Halloween party that I was just at. And I was like, hey, what do you think about just having sort of like a sip and sniff where I bring my samples only, sort of, and some dip, and she has a bar area there, and it sort of will benefit her as well. Like new customers will come in, see her venue, and I will also, benefit from it as well. So we're having it there, and I'm just now starting this. So that's my first one booked so far, and it's going to be at her venue. So.
Well, thank you for sharing. I love your flyer idea. Anyone can make a flyer. You can even have them printed at, FedEx or Office Depot or whatever if you don't have a printer. But getting those out personally, with your orders, or just even sending them in the mail with a sample, I think is an awesome idea. So thank you so much for sharing, Bbritney. Thanks for being brave to come on here. We really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome, and good luck. You'll have to let us know, how that sip and sniff goes.
I'm excited to see how it goes. Yeah. Thank
Going to
you.
be great. Thank you. All right. Next up, Kelly, do you mind introducing your teamie?
I would love to. I tonight have asked Lacey Tschida to join us. Lacey is a star director in the No Limit Empire group. She has not even been in the business 2 years, 2 years at the end of this month, and she has a team of almost 400 people already. She works full-time. She has 3 or 4 kids, I don't remember, but she also has a full-time job, and she has 5 parties a week, I would say. Plus she sponsors 2 to 5 people a month. You guys, she goes balls to the wall. So she has probably some amazing tips to give us. So Lacey, if you're on, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened, but I found it. Do you want me to just talk about how I book parties?
Yeah. What are the conversations you have? How do you get from, customer to the customer actually booking the party? A lot of people don't know what to say or how to initiate the party booking conversation.
Yeah. So I think I work really hard to build relationships with every single person. I try to get to know them, see if I can find something in common or whatever it is. But for the most part, I book my parties through other parties that I'm already having. So I make it a goal for every party that I have to book 3 more. And I don't care. I tell them it's okay if they book now or if they book a year from now, so that it just fills up the calendar later. And when I'm having those parties, I'm making posts in there like, if you could choose a mini warmer, which one would you choose for free? What would you choose for half price? And like I don't know if you guys have seen the diffuser post where you say pick a number 1 through 10, and then they get that for that price. So those little things I use in parties, but I also tell my host that they can get a free gift for me if we get 3 parties booked. And so then the host is the one really asking their friends to book a party. And then I also do Google Forms. So once they fill that out to request like a party pack, in there I have a question that says, are you interested in earning some goodies for free as well? And so that's a piece that I can use to reach out to them. And then when I'm sending out any type of mail to those people in the party, it could be a party pack, a thank you, a mystery box, whatever it is, I always reach out to that person and say, hey, since I'm already shipping you something, do you want me to throw in a deluxe hostess packet? And a lot of times they say yes, because I'm already shipping them something. So that was a lot rambled on. I hope it makes sense.
That was really good. I'm going to toss it over to Emily. Emily, do you have any questions for Lacey? I think what she's doing is amazing.
Yeah, you guys already know shipping's crazy here in Canada. So if I can find ways to get it all in there, I think that's really great. And I'm sure once they get it, you're asking them, are you following up specifically on that packet, or do you just follow up in general about the box? Like, I would love to know where the conversation goes after you're slipping that deluxe, because again, for people who are maybe in a position of they're new and they can't really just afford to justify sending out extra materials unless it's going to benefit, or they're going to, know if they can get something out of it. How are you continuing the conversation after they receive that packet?
So when I'm offering them that is for becoming a host. So they have to book, and then I'm going to send them that with whatever I'm sending them. So that's a host packet that I'm sending kind of ahead of time. And it could literally be like some scent stickers. It doesn't have to be fancy. I have more stuff in mind with flyers and whatnot, but I only send that if they agree to have a party and we have one booked.
Okay, so it's already put on the calendar before you pop that deluxe host packet in their box with stuff you're already sending them.
Yes, so I offer it and then they usually book, and then I send it out to them once it's been booked.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, that's really important, because some people would just send things for the sake of sending them, and then it ends up being a drain on their budget, and then they say, well, I can't afford to send out host packets, so I'm not even going to bother trying to book parties. That is absolutely not the way to go about it. You got to be smart about it. Maybe set a goal, maybe make so many for the month, and then once you get all of those handed out, or you have that calendar full, that's when you send them. So that's brilliant. I love that.
Well, and I do have, like, your host packets, these cost me $1 to mail. You could just do like something really thin to mail out to. It doesn't have to be fancy.
I love that. I love that. It's a new approach. Okay, we're going to put you on the spot, Lacey. You're a star director. You're used to this. Debbie, if you don't mind unmuting yourself, I want you to pretend that you are a customer guest in Lacey's party that is ending tonight. Okay. And so Lacey, Debbie Pitts Palmer, she's a little excited, a little, go-getter about her products that she's ordered from you. And Debbie's going to share her excitement, and then we want to see the conversation that you have. I'm sure it's through text or messenger. How are you going to approach someone like Debbie to be one of your 3 future hosts? So Debbie, are you on?
I am here.
Okay, can you pretend to be that over-eccentric party guest, excited
Yes.
about what you got?
Yes, okay. Oh my gosh, I have this warmer that's to die for. Oh my goodness, and this blueberry cheesecake, I'm able to smell it throughout my house. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to tell everybody about this warmer and this scent that I just purchased.
We should totally do that by booking you a scent event so you could stock up on all the blueberry cheesecake and show all your friends to earn free goodies. Except I sound way better when I message it.
Okay, explain to me what you're talking about, because just tell me, how do I do this?
Super easy. So I'll just create a group and then you can invite your friends and we will party online.
Party. I don't like to party though.
Then we can have a scent event.
And there we go.
So what is that? So what does that mean?
It's
So
just
she's going
you
to have a scent
inviting your
event.
friends.
You're going to get all your blueberry cheesecake bars, and you're going to get more warmers for your house. So this is as easy as it gets, you guys. So you're having a party. Debbie is an excited guest who just ordered a fantastic warmer and blueberry cheesecake bars. And now she just saw how this party was ran, and she saw how amazing Lacey did. And she probably saw all the excitement that was going on, and probably saw some of those, the deluxe pack that was sent out to. I'm sure that was shared. And now Debbie wants a piece of that pie. So, and a blueberry cheesecake. Lacey, amazing. And one thing that we love that you shared is she didn't say party. I think Debbie did, but she said scent event. And sometimes the word party can scare, people. And so she said scent event. So we tried to use other terminologies, it's the same thing, but it just makes people feel a little bit more at ease. So Debbie, thank you for booking with Lacey.
Yay.
To be at a blast. Thank you, Lacey.
Yes.
Great job, Lacey. Love it.
Okay, next up, Emily, you have someone that you'd like to introduce?
I do. So my friend Edna Smith is a superstar consultant hailing from Arizona, and she's here tonight. She parties a lot, whether it's home or basket. I know she does a lot of online parties as well, and she's always reinventing the way that she approaches parties, and she's pretty successful at getting them. So I was talking to her today, and she said, I don't think anything that I do is like out of the ordinary, but I was like, well, you know what? People sometimes they just need that. So I invited her to share with us what she's done lately to book some parties and what she said. So Edna, go ahead and take it away.
Hi there. Thanks, Emily. You are so kind, and you give me too much credit. I appreciate you so much. So one of the things I would like to share tonight about having booking conversations is keeping it simple and being authentic. I know that over the years, I've been a consultant a little over 10 years now. And one of the things, I've tried a lot of different things. And sometimes when you're trying something new that somebody, so you got to say it this way, it works. Sometimes it doesn't feel true and authentic to my heart when I'm saying it. And then you get yourself caught in kind of a pickle to explain yourself, like what's a party, what's a scent event, what's this, what's that. And You also have to just be intentional. This morning, I made sure that I sat down, and it was the first thing I did on my list was to send out texts to very targeted individuals, people who had ordered a lot from me, even if they were brand new, especially if they had ordered a second time already. Hey, Debbie. I sat down and I was intentional that I was going to send out at least 10 texts to these people. I think I actually ended up with 12. And I just said something simple like, hey, lady, I was thinking of you today, and I'm wondering if you might like to do some holiday shopping for free. I'm looking to spoil a few people this month who host a scent event with me. What do you think? So I capitalized on everybody's getting into the holiday shopping mode. And I also made sure that the question that I ended with wasn't a yes, no question. It didn't mention party. So I just asked them to start a conversation with me by asking, what do you think? Now they may come back and they say, well, what's a scent event? And so in that process, there was a little graphic floating around that has like a scent event menu and the different kinds of things you can do, whether you're partying in person, online, doing pop-bys or doing sip and sniffs. You can give your potential host the options of what's available to them. And I don't really go into the blanket thing unless they've been a customer for a while and they know about that. I just work on focusing on the holiday shopping right now and keeping it simple.
Okay, and we're not going to challenge you because we want to show that booking parties can be simplistic. But if Kelly was in your party, you don't know her, or actually maybe you do, because you said that you reach out to your customers, previous and current. If Kelly was one of your customers, how would you approach her tomorrow about hosting a party for the holidays with Christmas coming up? Kelly, are you prepared to respond?
You know it.
Okay. So Edna.
Hey, Kelly, I was just thinking about you, and I wondered if you might be interested in getting your holiday shopping going and getting some of that for free. What do you think?
Are you going to ask me to invite 100 of my friends?
Oh, absolutely not. That would be so impersonal. We can do a scent event in a lot of different styles, whatever fits for your schedule, for your lifestyle, whether it's online or in person. Do you have a preference for that?
Well, Edna, I'm traveling a lot right now. I'm not sure if I'm really going to have time.
Right. I know a lot of people are traveling. So it sounds like maybe if you might want to give this a shot, an online scent event can be done from any. It's super quick. It's super simple. I do all the work on the back end. All I need you to do is to connect with your guests and be excited. Do you think you could do that?
Well, is this one of them events where all you do is post a bunch of flyers and you don't really interact with my friends?
No, heavens no. So one of the cool things about the parties with me is when your friends come to our scent event, I'm going to send them out a party pack in the mail that's filled with fun samples, catalogs, and even some games.
Where'd you go, Edna?
Accept the party invite, girl.
Where did Edna go?
Just accept the party invite. I think she's coming back.
It might have been her. She lives near an airport, and I guess whenever airplanes fly over her house, she loses service bad. It happens sometimes when we're talking on the phone. So if we lost her, she'll probably pop back in. But
well, before I accept this invite, you guys just know that I'm never ever going to accept an invite from anybody unless they do virtual tutorials on the products. I don't know why. This is me, because how more entertaining is it if I have this and I tell you what the purpose of this is? But if I just show you a flyer of this and don't show you how you can use it in your life, it's like, doesn't make any sense. So one of the things that I do to my customers, and if I was going to accept a party from somebody, is I would say, do you guys do any type of tutorials on your products? Because I take pride in showing you how to use a cotton cleanup, how to clean your diffuser, how to change your wax. These are all things that we could be doing in our parties to make it more entertaining. Nobody wants a party with a bunch of flyers. How do you get to know your consultant that way if you're not letting your personality show, your products show? The products are going to sell themselves, but you guys have to get these products in front of their face. And if you don't have products, this is a prime opportunity when you have your own parties to use your host rewards to, at least, if you don't have every product or you're not using your product, you should, but keep your empty bottles. So just because you don't have anything left, I save my empty bottles for on the go type of training, because who wants to carry around some laundry stuff? It's heavy, let's face it. But my laundry stuff is always empty, and you can show them that kind of thing versus just a flyer with all of our laundry products on it. That's my 2 cents. Oh, Edna's back. Okay, Edna. So I told them I'm not accepting your party unless you do some virtual stuff. So girlfriend, do you do some virtual stuff? Because if not, I'm not accepting. And you're muted.
Okay, so she might be having service. Here's what I want to say, because I want to wrap this up. Every host that accepts is not going to be as tough as Kelly. She's one of the toughest ones that you're going to get. I just booked a party. I posted the blanket and the mug because that's really captivating, and also shared, that they can get free and half off items on top of that. And someone that has been trying to get to party just simply said, I want to get a shot. So we are actually doing a very first 90s theme party. I found out that we both love 90s music, and so we're going to intertwine that into this online 3-day party. So some of you who might be brand new, you might be saying, I don't really know all the products myself, but I do want a party, or I may not have all the products. It's okay, you guys. I want to put you at ease and let you know that you don't have to have all the things. But if you're a consultant, you probably should have something, right? You should have a warmer. You should have a scent bar. Anything that you have, you don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. Whatever came in your kit, even if you got a $20, whatever, $25, $40, $59 kit, it's good to show something, and if you can go live or share your excitement about a product, or even better yet, have your host share, because she will be even more relatable than you, as they already have a trusting relationship with them. So the intent tonight is to kind of ease the fear of booking parties and having the conversations. And so I hope that everyone from this evening knows that we have the rest of the month to get the parties out. What you do this month will create a commissions check right before Christmas, the last paycheck that you get. There's no income cap, there's no limit. Some people have 200 PRV a month, 500, some people have 5,000, 20,000. I see all kinds of ranges. But we really want to get back to basics. We want to get back to partying, and you will find just having the conversation, it could be a yes or a no. I have customers that just want to skip and buy, have the purchase, and that's okay too. And sometimes it's maybe later. I love that Lacey books her parties a year out, so her calendar is probably always booked, and that's probably why she made it all the way to star director in less than 2 years. So I hope that you all were able to, grab some tips. So that way, when we end Dreamstruck tonight, tomorrow, if not this evening, you can get some messages out to your customers as well and get those parties booked. Parties are so much easier than trying to scrape together LTO orders day by day, week by week. Those should be the cherry on top of the cake and not the full cake. Okay, so we're wishing you all the best. Is there anything that Emily, Kelly, or Debbie has to say in closing?
I don't think so. I know that for me, when I was talking about the host exclusive thing, I put something in my stories today. I said, I'm giving away these free items this month. DM me if you'd like more information. I didn't say what, because let's be honest, like Teresa said, parties can come in all forms and fashion, like Edna was trying to do with Kelly, right? Like she's on the go. Maybe it's somebody who does just want to do a lot of shopping with Scentsy. So someone could get feasibly to a party with their own purchases, or by just sharing their shopping link out with a couple of people. So don't discount those people either, but definitely, you know, get creative in how you want to share it. At least start the conversation. You're not guaranteed a yes, but at least if you can get people inquiring about it, it allows you to open up a little more dialogue. So get creative with the things that you share about the host exclusive, for sure.
Awesome. And I forgot, we actually have Rhonda Baker on. Rhonda, do you mind unmuting yourself? Her PRV has been through the roof. For a time, she was in the hospital battling for her life. And it's amazing because while she was hospitalized, I don't think she ever missed a Dreamstruck. And so she came out and she couldn't continue her employment that she had before being hospitalized for almost over 100 days, if I'm not mistaken. And so Scentsy is her full time and she's booking parties. So Rhonda, do you mind quickly sharing how you're booking the parties? What conversation are you having? And we're not going to put you on the spot with some of these tough hosts that we have on the panel.
Okay, sure, no problem. First, I definitely utilize the help from Scentsy with giving away the blanket and the mug. So this month, what I did is I posted the picture with nothing on it, no words, no, or anything, and said, just the caption of who would like this for free. And it did work for, a couple. Obviously, you don't want to just do posts because, as we know, 90% of the people that we know don't see our posts. But that's what I capitalize on those. And then I always say something like event blitz. We're holding an event blitz this month that you can earn that blanket and that warmer, or that mini warmer. I try to avoid party. It does help because people are just like, party. They're partied out. They don't want to party. I do the sip and sniffs a lot. I do offer them the options of in-home, online, or basket, sip and sniff, all of those. And then I try and get them really excited with a theme of their choice. Like you were talking, Teresa, about the 90s. Sarah Walker on Thursday, if anybody wants to go to the Scentsy family page, family consultants page, and rewatch that short video that she did, or live that she did, she listed about 16 or 17 different party themes that you can use. And that's what I did. And just offered a few of those. And she's like, oh, hey, I want to do that one. So she's excited to do the party or the event because she chose, the theme. She's being involved in how the party's going to run, how the event's going to go. So that's, I just try to make them the focus, how they want it to go, how excited they are about a theme. Themes are really fun because the host is so interactive in that. So that's how I get it.
So how do you book it though? Outside of the blanket and the mug, because that's not going to be around for long. Let's go into next month and there's no host exclusive. How would you approach a customer of yours to book a party for the month of December for you?
Sorry, I have dogs running around. I apologize. What I do is I do more one-on-one when there's no special. And I ask them, hey, it's been 6 months since you had your last scent event or, event blitz, would you like to get some new goodies for Christmas, or would you like to earn some free goodies for yourself and help your friends make their house smell wonderful. You know, you kind of put me on the spot. So
Love
but
it. No, this was the intent tonight. We want to let everyone know how we have the conversations, because there's a gap between us having parties, having theme parties. I'm having one, but a lot of people don't know how we get there, how you get there with your high PRV, what conversation is being had. And what I love that you shared is that you get outside of social media and you have one-on-one, whether it's on the phone, whether it's text message, whether it's in person. That one-on-one is so powerful. So thank you so much, Rhonda, for sharing. And you brought up a very good point that we want to end with. If you have any customers, especially with the state of the economy and things that are going on globally, really, and they say, oh my gosh, I love that snowman warmer, or I love this. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be that much, or I can't afford that. I do need to stock up, but I don't afford it. When you hear these financial comebacks, how about free? What do you mean I can get that snowman warmer for free? What do you mean I can get that diffuser or air purifier half off? Tell me more. And again, that was one of the things that I loved that Lacey shared as well. Every time, who was it? Was it Debbie? I think it was Debbie, hit her with a question. She came back with a question, you know, and I love that. So anyway, just make sure if there's any financial barriers, there's always 3 prices to most products, with the exception of licensed products and some charity products that we have. They can get it at retail, they can get it free, or they can get it half off. So that's another way, a segue. If someone says, ooh, I don't want it after all, I can't pay $80, don't end the conversation there. Begin the party or the scent event or the scent blitz, whatever you want to name it. That's where that conversation should begin. So I think we covered everything. Debbie, Kelly, did we miss anything?
I think we got it all.
All right.
It was amazing.
It is. And so next week, I believe, is the 15th. Y'all, I'm so excited, because when you think that we have not touched on enough fundraiser topics, we are going to have a star director come on, Christy Howard, and she's like the pet rescue fundraiser queen. Okay. Whether you have a pet or don't, or whatever, you don't want to miss this, this opportunity next week, 7 p.m. Dreamstruck. Set your alarms, mark your calendars, but this is going to be an amazing, amazing topic that we have not covered in 2 years. So you guys have a great evening. We'll see you at World Tour. Good night, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Good night.